slick talker since a jit. One inch on auto tune. Yeah, look at the way that I move. Swag, disrespectful and I'm rude. Okay, I had cocaine in school. When I one hell of a kid, I am smoking gas, drinking mid. I'm lit. What you doing? I done did. I swear, slick talker since a jit. Finesse. I know that this what they want. Facts. Run up some money, I'm gone.
Part 6 coming out right now. And this pretty much gonna be it's gonna be 2 days after Hinata and Naruto had a big party and did everything. So Shikamaru and Tamari are gonna pretty much come to Naruto's house because Shikamaru contacted Naruto and asked him could they have a double date. And Naruto just said, sure, why not? We both homies. Maybe our girls can get to know each other. Maybe they'll become friends. And then Shikamaru was like, well, yeah, that is true. And Shikamaru and Naruto just like, I heard that you become head of the intelligence division. And then Shikamaru says, you already know it, bro. You know, I'm trying to meet up to your standards. Well, meet up to your status, because you already one of the strongest mercenaries in the world. I want to be at least the smartest. And then I was like, bro. God dang, I was on the wrong picture. Bro, you already know it, bro. And then pretty much, Shikamaru gonna say, well, Naruto, we can, well, let's let them get a chance to talk. And then Tamari asked, what's your name? Well, I heard that you're Karen Uzumaki. It's like, are you like a full Uzumaki? Kano say yes. My parents were both full Uzumakis, but unfortunately they died when I was young. She then Tamari said, I'm sorry for asking. She was saying, no, it's okay. I'm not offended at all. It's okay. And then they would basically say, what are your hobbies, Connie? She would say, well, my hobbies is to train, go on dates with Naruto, read. But tomorrow say, I love to train too. Maybe we could train sometime. And then she would say, what do you specialize in, Kyrie? Well, I have the 100 healers mark. So, because I'm an expert healer. And yeah, Carter ain't gonna get that because it is Uzumaki technique. And then she would say, a great genjutsu user, not on the part with Kurana or Itachi, people like that. But I am very good at genjutsu. My sensory is almost unmatched, except for Naruto. Naruto's the only person I think in probably the world who has better sensory than me. And I have my Uzumaki chains, so I can pretty much defend and protect myself. And then she would say, what do you have? Tomorrow would say, well, I'm the second best wind user in the world, right behind Naruto. I use a giant fan and it has 3 different levels. The first level is for basically compressed attacks. The third level is for wide range attack, and the second is the confusion of both. So I need strong but widespread attacks. And then she say, well, that's great. And then they would pretty much get along. They would hit it off. And then they would say, can we have a girls' night out? And then she would say, is Ino Soccer or Hinata going? She would say, yeah. She would say, I'm okay. I really don't like them because of what they did to my boyfriend, future husband. And then she would say, well, your future husband is one of the strongest people in the world. So, yeah. And I see how that girl Hinata looks at him. I'm afraid I might have to fight her. And then they pretty much end the thing in the double date, and then they pretty much just go home. But 5 days later, which means it was a week since the party, it's about 2 a.m. Well, 3 a.m. because Naruto was asleep and Karin was next to him. They were caught up. And pretty much Hinata had used her Byakugan to see where they were. She broke into the house using chakra to open the door without making noise. She used body flicker to get right in front of the bed. She had a kunai, and then she went straight down to cut Karin. But luckily, Naruto had a barrier shield around her, and when she hit the shield, she broke it, and it sounded like glass was shattering. And then Karin woke up, but Naruto, he was still in his deep sleep. And Karin said, "Naruto, wake up!" And then Naruto said, "What's wrong? Why's our barrier broken?" And then she said, "Who are you? Why are you trying to attack us?" Then Hinata tried to make her voice deeper so he wouldn't know who it was. She would say, "I'm here to attack you." She would say it in a greater voice. She'd be like, "I'm here to attack you." It would be like her voice just deeper, just like louder. And then she would say, "I can defeat you." And then she would pretty much use gentle she would activate her Byakugan and use gentle fist. And then they would say, "What? A Yuga?" And then Karin would say, "Uzumaki chains, barrier." And then it would make a circle around her. And Naruto would say, "Please get out of my house." And then Karin would say, "No, no, no, it's okay." And then she would get mad, like his mom, like Naruto's mom, her hair would go up in the sky. And then she would deliver a strong punch right to Hinata's face, breaking her mask. And then Naruto would say, "Hinata? Why?" Then Hinata would say, "I love you, Naruto. And without her in the picture, we could be a great, happy family." Naruto would say, "If you would have killed her, that would just make me hate you more. I wouldn't even be your friend." So she was just thinking like, well, I never thought that you would find out. You activated your Byakugan. No one else have any motives but you. And then she would just say, "I'm sorry, Naruto." Naruto said, "Please just leave." And then Karin would say, "Naruto, you need to go and put some more seals around the house." And then Naruto would say, "Layered trap seals." It would be multiple different trapping, but he would have like a long scroll. He would just touch the seal and then place it around on different places around the house on the windows and stuff. The windows would have 3 barrier seals, different things like that. The door would have multiple barrier seals with 3 barrier seals, and like the walls would have like stink bomb traps. Well, not stink bomb, but poison gas traps, which weren't fatal. They were just sleeping gas basically. And only Naruto and Karin had like a seal on their hand that when they walked past them, they wouldn't get attacked because it would be like a decoding seal to know that they wouldn't need to attack. So Hinata ran back to the leaf, and Naruto pretty much said, "I'm gonna have to go and talk to I'm gonna have to pretty much go and talk to my grandma, Granny Tsunade about this, because that was oblivious. I never knew anybody would try to hurt you because of me. I'm sorry." And he would hug Karin, and then he would kiss her on the forehead, and then she would kiss him on his cheek, and with like one leg up, and she would say, "It's okay. Can we go back to sleep?" He would say, "I'll make sure I leave shadow clones around us to make sure we don't get attacked." And then she would say, "Well, thank you, Naruto." Sharp 10 o'clock in the morning, Naruto's downstairs fixing breakfast. And then Karin comes down, they eat breakfast. He says, "On to the leaf." They make it to the leaf at about 1 or 2 o'clock. Well, 1:30. And then he makes it to the Hokage office at 2 o'clock because he does have papers to enter the leaf because his mercenary work. And then we go to the Hokage's office. It's Tsunade. He would see Hinata and Hiyashi in the room. And he would say, ugh. And then Karin would say, Naruto would say, Hokage, I have a complaint to tell you about. And if my complaint is not met, I will be forced to take action myself. And then she would say, what's wrong? I would like for Hinata Hyuga to be punished for her actions. I know it seems kind of harsh, but I know it don't seem like Naruto ever say anything like this. But he was fed up. He was like, she already didn't like me. She already didn't take my side. Now she's trying to kill one of the only people I love, my future wife. So he just like, no, this is not what's going on today. It's really not what's going on today. And then she says, what for? And he says, she broke into my house last night and tried to kill Karin. And Tsunade would say, is this true, Hinata? Hinata would say, yes, Tsunade. Because she would have lied. Tsunade would probably still took Naruto's side, so it wasn't even going to matter. Then she would say, well, Yashi, what do you think is the appropriate punishment? He would say, I get where Naruto's coming from, and he's a great asset to the Leaf. So I guess Hinata will have to go to jail for 3 months. Well, not go to jail, but be on probation for 3 months. Ninja probation. Like, take her license for 3 months. Then Naruto would say, that's sufficient. Thank you. And I will not be taking any more missions from the Leaf because of these actions. So, thank you. And then Naruto would say, wait, what, Naruto? And then Hiyashi would be like, why, Hinata? Why? And then she would say, I love Naruto. And then Hiyashi would grab his head. He'll grab his forehead. He'll be like, well, then why would you try to kill the one person who's going to be his future wife? Come on now, Hinata. That doesn't make sense. And then she would say, and he would say, now you're on probation. And we just lost one of the best mercenaries who could take on mission for us. And then pretty much Naruto would be invited to the 5 Kage Summit to be a guard for all of the Kages because he's a mercenary. So they each pay him a meal, but he will not be he would not have to protect Tsunade because he's not working for the Leaf anymore. So he would give $4 million. He would give Karin half because she's his wife, because he got married right after the day after the party. They had a small little ceremony. He wanted this to be private. Well, he invited a couple friends like Shikamaru and them before the double date. It was right before the double date, right after the party. He asked all the couples to come. Jiraiya with his dad, pretty much. And his best man was Shikamaru, then Choji, then Aruka. Karin would pick Tamari. She would pick Tamari, Shizune, and Kurenai. Because again, she don't like none of the girls. And she wouldn't pick Tsunade because Tsunade one of the people who hurt Naruto. So, yeah. So that's pretty much gone. And he would give her a red. It would be like a ring with a ruby on it. So, yeah, that's a flashback. Now we go back. Karin is talking to Naruto at home. They just gave him an invite and gave him the money. They told him where to meet him up. But the fire Kage not gonna happen until about a month later. So pretty much Karin says, Naruto, why don't you want to work for the Leaf anymore? Because they tried to hurt you. I would never work for anyone who tried to hurt my beloved wife. And then she would start blushing a little bit. And then she would kiss Naruto. And Naruto would say, uh, you know, I would never put you in that position. And then they pretty much went to bed, did the deed, and 2 weeks later, well, half a month later, they found out Karin is pregnant with the girl. Yeah, with the girl, they're pregnant with the girl, well, with twins. Karin pregnant with twins. Naruto would say, Karin, you know I'm not gonna let you fight in this war, right? Then she's gonna say, I know. You will go to our emergency bunker for this entire war until I come back. Come back in the bunker, type in the password, and give you the password. And then she would say, thank you. Okay, Naruto. And then he put him in the mood like the canned goods, like the food that could last, and down there. Soon as the five Kage Summit happened. So soon as 5 Kage Summit happened, Naruto goes up there. Obito does his thing. Naruto cuts Obito's right arm off. Like, he catches him slipping with a flying Rajakunai and cut his whole arm off. Obito Kama weaves. He brings his arm with him. Right, they use Hashirama cells to repair his arm, but he still needs a whole month to rehabilitate. So they say we have 2 months. And then he would pretty much say, Karin. And then he would say, well, is 5 Kage Summit okay now? Can I go? And then they would pretty much say, yeah, yes. And then he would dip, he would fly rising all the way back to the house with Karin. Bella would be a little bit weird because it has been a whole month. It would grow like about an inch. But after 2 months, like Naruto pretty much their secret weapon. And then Naruto would pretty much say, my wife would not be fighting in this war. Cause Karin 3 months in now, but she 3 months and 2. God dang it, what is that? Cause she 3 months and a half. She 3.5 months in. So Naruto not gonna let his wife fight in no war while she pregnant with twins. Ain't no way. I wouldn't either. I know I wouldn't. I know for God I wouldn't. So Naruto pretty much, he pretty much made 1,000 shadow clones that defeated like literally 10,000 Zetsu, 10 Zetsu apiece. And then those, I think they said they're like 50,000 Zetsu or something. So they just cut their army in a fifth. They just killed the fifth of their army. So Naruto pretty much go KCM 2 plus double Sage mode, which is when he mixed Fox and Toad Sage mode, plus Karama Chakra mode 2. So he's way faster. He killed 20,000 Zetsu in 3 days. He did not rest for 3 days straight and killed 20,000 Zetsu. And the armies pretty much killed the rest of the Zetsu. So now just original black and white Zetsu, Obito, and reanimation. Naruto says we got past the first phase, the first wave of the weak ones. Now, I think they said they had like 10,000 reanimations or something. I think they had like 5,000 to 10,000 reanimations. I'm gonna say they had 10,000. So Naruto pretty much, it's gonna be way harder. Naruto is gonna put restriction seals on every like reanimation he comes by, so that it will restrict all their movement and they can't move anymore unless they're like seal masters, which are not many. And then he just sealing them, and then the people can just easily like seal them. Like the sealing teams can just wrap them up and seal them. So Naruto pretty much does that to like 500, and they have 500 out of the way already. And then they pretty much, he goes to help them with the Raikage. The Raikage B's brother, Ada Raikage, his dad. So he pretty much dealt with him just like in canon. But instead, he had quadruple. He had 4 Rasen Shurikens, hit him with all 4 Rasen Shurikens. Put put 3 restriction tags on him. Because like, and Naruto had a different level of restriction tags. Like his restriction tags were like 5 times stronger than regular one. He had to put 3 on him. And then the SEAL team had to put 3 rep SEAL layers on him. And then Naruto said 5-prong SEAL paper. It's like 5 of the SEAL papers that he did, and then he wrapped it around him and placed the SEAL on the top, just so he can do. And then he was going up against Madara. Naruto only had he said giant water shockwave, but he compressed it to make like one small shockwave that was directly on Madara. So it was basically like an ocean just dumped on Madara. Well, like a giant lake just dumped on Madara. And then Naruto said Chidori stream, and then it just pretty much, and then Madara was just electrocuted. Naruto had to put like 10 restriction seals on Madara, and 10 of the 5-prong paper seals on Madara, just to contain Madara for now. So the SEAL team still had to wrap him up many times. Madara broke free. Him and Naruto having a daring battle, sword clashing. Clank, 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 clank. That's all you heard. You couldn't see anyone, and you couldn't see neither one of them. Madara's Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan blazing. Naruto is saying, Kurama, your chakra's running out. Kurama said, I know, kid. It's gonna take me at least 15 minutes to completely refill my chakra. Do you think your double sage mode can work? It's running out, Kurama. He panted. I can only use one of them. Which one do you think is gonna help me the most? He said, Fox Sage mode is more for stealth and sneak attacks and speed, since he can match you in speed already, and you're not on the sneak attack, so you don't have the advantage. Toad Sage mode is what's gonna do you the best. He summons the Wolfpack summon. Madara dispatches his Wolfpack summon in mere seconds. Naruto say, what? And then he summons Kurama's son. And then he says, a mini Kyuubi. Madara says a mini Kyuubi. Let me summon a Kyuubi. And then Naruto has pain in his stomach because he's trying to forcefully summon the Ninetales. And then Ninetales trying to reject Madara. But Madara's will, he says, oh, so you're the Ninetales Jinchuriki. And then he just saying summon to try to summon the Ninetales. And he's just putting Naruto out. But then Kurama's son put one paw and slapped Madara with a mean hit. He came back. He caught back so far. He caught back. He said Madara flying. Madara went through like 10 hills. Then Madara ran back, and Madara was weakened. He was already weak because of the reanimation, so he was even weaker. So Naruto pretty much, he used the Forbidden Seal, Uzumaki style, Forbidden Tag Remover. It's basically like when you can move any, and I mean any type of seal tag, but you will lose the ability. Well, but you will it will use all of your chakra. Well, we use like the amount of chakra that like the first Hokage has, but Naruto is proven to have more chakra than that, so it wouldn't really be forbidden for him. But anyone who has less chakra than the first Hokage, you most likely dead, like dead, like you're dead. You feel me? So yeah, and Naruto is gonna pretty much. And Naruto is gonna pretty much just be swapping hands with Madara. And then he already has the seal activated. And then he rips the paper tag seal out of Madara and destroys the Edo Tensei. So Madara's out. But Naruto, he needs a couple days of rest. But he says, hold this. He gives it to Tamari, and he said I have to check on Karin, but I'll be back as soon as possible. Cause Karin has one of his kunais. He goes to Karin. He sees that Karin is fine. She said, Naruto, you back? The war's over? He says, no. I just defeated 2 of the strongest people in this war, and It's taking a lot out of me. I just came here to rest. But I have to go back. I love you. And he kissed her and dipped back. You feel me? And then he dipped back. Went back through the cut. You feel me? So he dipped back using flying rising. So they tell him what a big battle at like Obito, like Kakashi fighting Obito. So he dipped there. And he pretty much swapping hands. He just swapping hands with Obito. Obito becomes the Ten Tails Jinchuriki. Naruto like, nah, man. Nah, that ain't working. Nah. So him and Lee double teamed the dog crap out of Obito. They just Naruto went to the third gate and Lee went to the sixth gate. They just like this. But they just pow, 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 mwah, mwah. They just boom, whoop, whoop. But they Leaf Hurricane, but both of them folks out there like this. Double kicking, double punching. And then Obito gets the Ten Tails forcibly ripped out by Madara. Naruto said, I thought I sealed you. He says, oh, you took out the wrong tag. You took out the wrong tag for me to be controlled. Now I have my own free will. And then he becomes the Ten Tails Jinchuriki. Obito survives because of Naruto. And pretty much Naruto meets the Sage of Six Pals. You feel me? Naruto meets the Sage of Six Pals. So pretty much after he meets the Sage of Six Pals, him and Sasuke Naruto get the Six Pals Sage mode, and Sasuke get the Six Pals Rinnegan. So they swapping hands. You feel me? They just poop, 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 poop. They do the one on Madara. They just pop, pop. Madara tried to go to his own dimension. Naruto said, "Come here, boy." Yeet them out, and then he used a True Seeking Orbs to pin Madara down. And Sasuke used his Rinnegan. And he used his Rinnegan to, pretty much almost killed Madara. But Black Zetsu was not having that. He got in Sasuke's way, and the hit didn't affect him. And then he pretty much used Madara as a vessel to revive Kaguya. Now, this one, the fight get litty. But, you feel me? I can't, I got to say that for the next video. See how I left y'all on the cliffhanger? I know I love leaving y'all on the cliffhanger, so y'all want to have the next one. After I post this one, I'm gonna probably do the next one in about an hour or so. So yeah, just be waiting. And I have to do some shout outs in this vid, so just give me a second. So this video I'm gonna be shouting out YXG Wolfie again because he the one he asked me for this video an hour ago. I just made it. I told him I was just making it. So thank you for the support. And well, that's the only shout out who the person who commented on this video. So Anime Quay, I'll be on my way to bring you another video. Maybe tomorrow, maybe today. See you later, guys.